Hi, good morning, top of the week. Today is October 28, 2019. This is Olawale Okabola Sparkus Trading Corporation. Have to apologize for the end of last week. I just took on too much on my I just had too much on my plate, personal and stuff. My kid was I coached my kids' football team, 6 year olds, and they were getting into the playoffs. And Sunday was the Super Bowl, and it was just a lot going on. So I decided just to pack it in for the rest of the week. So I am back, ready to go. No more football practice. So I'm ready. Let's go. On the monthly, everybody who's been following me knows how important this monthly open, this October open is. We're almost 50 points above there for those who are in their option trade and going higher. You're just basically reaping the profits of this excess low. Refer to prior videos I've talked about concerning this excess low, so what's going on should not be a surprise. On the weekly, we're getting ready to gap this morning, but we are breaking out of this 13-week balance area. We're breaking out, we're gapping above. So the key is, do we get acceptance or rejection below here? Acceptance is value building, developing above here, and we closing above this balance area high. Rejection is the opposite, or at a minimum, we close below. We close back below. So that is the number one question going into today. We also are gapping above the all-time high with 4 minutes to go before the pit open. On the daily, we're time framing higher 2 days. So this tells me all trends are up. We are gapping. Can we hold the gap is the number one question. In addition to holding the gap, can we, well, let me bring it in for you. Hold on. In addition, can we hold the gap? All right. In addition to holding the gap, do we get acceptance above the all time high? So right now we're gapping above the all time high. First indication that there could be some trouble or some liquidation, not much, I don't know how much, is we get back in this all time high and begin to close these overnight single prints. If we don't get that, value is clearly higher today. You just want to see some elongation, some one time framing for continued upside momentum. If there's a problem with anything, you cannot get acceptance above the current overnight high. Looks like that will be the overnight high. Value will build below the overnight high. Even though we still have higher value, you will begin to one time frame lower, or you get a double distribution negating higher value. So that's what you need to look forward to or look out for if your bias is short, if you want to short this market. Um, all trends are up. So if your bias is short, you're fighting all the trends. So be aware of that. So if you do take your short, you want to get in and get out, especially if you're not getting what you think you should see. That is it for the morning report. If because I'm just getting back and getting my legs under me, if I decide to do take a trade today, I will go ahead and record it on this video. So this is my morning update, and I'm now going to get ready for today's trade. And if there's something to do, I'll bring you in for the video. So I'll leave this video on pause. Stand by, everybody. So the market is open. First move is trading higher. Wasn't interested in that move because we did not trade lower. That means the market would have to really prove to me that the confidence is super high to the upside to gap and go without even trading a tick below the open. I'm not buying it yet, given it's Monday, no real news other than that ISIS leader being killed. I don't think that impacts the financial markets, but what do I know, right? So, nevertheless, I'm just going to wait. We'll watch value development. Again, we need value to begin to develop above this overnight high right here at 34 half, and you want to see some one time framing. So then if that's the case, then I need to deploy the tactics of getting on a trend day trading track tactics and versus reversion to the mean, those boring type of tactics and stuff like that, figuring all things are just too high, it has to come down, or the classic I'm waiting for a pullback. Well, if the confidence is high, you're not going to get that pullback. So I just want to monitor the confidence because right now the market is proposing a high confidence open. So we'll see what happens. Again, we need acceptance above this overnight high. So I want to see value develop above this overnight high, and then I want to see some one time framing. I want this market to prove to me that it is serious about continuing to trend higher. Stand by, folks. Market continues to trade higher. This is the expected behavior when you're breaking out of a multi-week balance area. Can you imagine the level of stops? You go back and pull up that weekly bar chart. You imagine after 13 weeks what the level of stops will be, or how many stops. That also will support the market gapping higher. Okay, so that also could support a gap and go with no retracement because remember we opened, did not even trade lower. 6 hours in this trading day or so for me, so there is no rush for me to make a trade. The option trade that I talked about going back all the way, if you look at this chart from October's open, so it paid to go out a month on that option trade. It is working perfectly. Got nothing to do other than watch. All right, so that's what's going on with the market. You got the first sale, block sale of 255 contracts right up here. We're above the all time high. There's nothing but space up here. There's nothing here. So the market should behave like there's nothing there throughout the course of the day. And if that's the case, the trade is to the upside. So I want to watch this, the first level of pullback. This kind of see, get a feel for flavor for what the market wants to do, how aggressive this market is. And I am going to label the overnight high so I can take the overnight off. It's nothing for me to show below. You got the overnight high and you got the all time high. Those are the references we're paying attention to. Stand by, folks. All right, folks, the first 30 minutes is about to come to an end. The first area that I am paying attention to is this high volume area from A period. Do we get acceptance or rejection above this high volume area? So the shaded in gray is important to me. I'm going to watch that, see what happens. Stand by, folks. If I place a trade, I'll bring you in. Okay, folks, I'm long at 40 with the tight stop at 38.50.
Order working.
Better yet, 38.75. My reasoning is this is the low it's going to hold. If not, then, it's not going to hold. But I'm prepared to get back in if I get stopped out, if I see what I need to see. Blue line signals where I'm long. Not the highest of confidence, not the best looking lows.
Stop
Okay,
filled.
I'm out. I've been stopped out, folks. I pause the video, bring you in if I'm taking another trade. Okay, folks, I'm looking to get long at 39.50 if this low holds. If this low doesn't hold, then I'm out of the trade. Well, this low doesn't hold. I'm not filled. I already have my order in to get in at 39.50, and my stop will be right there at the low. Tell you that low didn't hold. I'm not filled. I still have my limit order on in case I like this recent low, which I do. 38 quarter, 39.50. It's my proposed entry. Blue line signals my entry point.
Stop filled.
I am in. My stop is at 38.
Order working. Order working.
If I get stopped out, I am taking a big time break. And it looks like I'm going to be stopped out. Oh boy, what a way to start the week, right? Looks like it wants to get me. Not going to lie to myself. See what's going on here on the five. Well, that doesn't last. That means that this is no good. The last, I'm with the short term momentum traders who bought off the yellow line. First thing we want to do is get above this 5 minute high, the current 5 minute high. I'm interested because value is clearly higher. As you can see from this chart, value is clearly higher. It's a gap and go, proposing a high confidence, somewhat of the squat range. We can perhaps go and take out A's high. All bets are off when we taking out A's high, so it depends on what kind of follow through we get from A's high if we even get there. Everybody's nervous. We're now trading new all-time highs. This is the former all-time high. All right. If this trade is going to work, got to manage it the best I can. We need to take out A's high. Keep going. Just look at the five every now and then. I don't get fixated on the five. Just kind of gives me some idea who's doing the buying and what they're doing. You see these highs that are not that far from each other. Oops. On the 5 minute chart, that could provide some level of stops. The first level we need to get to see that, it's at 39.75. Hey, 2 points above my entry. You see where my stop is. So I'm risking just under 2 points. If the trade begins to take out the A's high, I'm immediately selling one, and I'll sell one and then look to move my stop. I was just An idea just came to me because if this low is no good, we take out this low, we have the ability to trade lower. And I said if I get stopped out, I'm just taking a break, go for a run or something, get the blood flowing in my brain. All right, this is a 15-minute video. I like to keep my videos under 10 minutes. I just might pause it, but now it looks like we could take out A's high, so I'm just gonna hold off on pausing this sucker. What I want to see if we take out A's high, I want to see some continuation. I want this market to show me trading at new all-time highs that nothing's above here. We want to go higher. You can see the level of confidence that the market is showing, which isn't much. Well, doesn't look like this is going to work out.
Order cancelled. Order working.
I staggered my stop. One stop is at 38 quarter. Another stop is at 38. Reason being is because we almost challenged the high of this 15-minute period. I mean, if we're going to go, we're going to go. We come back down, we're probably going to break out because we're in a balance. We're probably going to break out. Just play the balance rules on this shorter time frame. So I'll just be the first out the door. No harm, no foul. All right. Looks like the market wants to show us something. Maybe not. All right, folks. I'll pause you. I'll bring you in if there's something going on. Walk you through the psychology of this trade. Those who feel that the market's too high, they're going to short. Their stop is right above here. We push higher, we're hitting their stops. Period. Point blank. All trends are up, so I'm trading with the trend. So if it's going to work, it's going to work. If it doesn't, well, it doesn't. Okay, we need to hit these highs on this 5 minute. We need to blow through them, which will take us now through A's high. So that's what I'm looking at. Anything else, trade's not working. No need to guess, no need to beg, no need to wish, and there's no need to move my stop. Once again, if this is the low, it's going to hold. At least the low temporarily, or I don't know for today, who knows, the low for B. I'm not going to widen my stop to A's low, knowing that, I'm not sure of this high confidence. We shall see after the fact. All right, folks, I'll pause you, bring you in later. Appears I'm going to get stopped out. I move my stop, the one stop, to 38 since this period just opened up. If my stop is here, I'm sure I'm not the only one here, so this market could trade lower.
Order working.
I'm going to look to dump this. I don't like this low.
Order cancelled.
Move my stop up one, 38 quarter. I'm looking to dump. Don't like the low. Could last. It could last, especially if B period proposes a double distribution. So it's the only reason why I'm trying to hold on as best as I can. My risk has now been reduced to 6 ticks. What kind of challenge do we get? What kind of challenge do we get to A's high?
Order working.
I'm looking to take one off.
Order filled.
That one's off. I only got one on, and I'm choking this trade. Doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies. That low is an incomplete comparator, and I want nothing to do with it. I moved my stop up one to 38.50. This is an incomplete comparator. Not interested in this trade anymore. And it's dripping. It could be a failure. Kind of excess, two tick excess. Not the best. Red line's my stop now. I'm choking this trade. I'm trying to give it every opportunity to propose a double distribution. And what does that mean with one time frame and higher? What does that mean? It could be more upside. Right now, this is to me, for me, the way I trade my style. It's a faulty low. Not interested in holding on. Not interested. That's why I let one go immediately. Normally, I would have my stop either to break even or a tick above, but because of the circumstances, we couldn't one time frame. I want to give it every opportunity to do what it needs to do. Okay, my stop is now moved to 38.75. If we trade up one more, I'm moving my stop up one more. All right, my stop is moved to 39. Got a poor high. Don't it, boy, it better not trade back or I'm out. White line's where my stop is right now. Okay, that's an incomplete comparator right there at that high. I don't know what's going to happen. My stop is at break even at 39.50. That's where the blue line is. My stop is a tick above break even. I'm in a risk free trade. White line is my stop. If it comes get me, it comes get me. I'll just look to regroup later. Got here and stopped. All time highs. It's just, not the highest confidence. Not the highest confidence. Knowing I got an incomplete comparator against me, I'm not playing around. Job number one is to grab cash, not looking to be super trader, or at least in this case, get back to break even because I took a short loss. Just doing my best to hold on. If this was a good low, not an incomplete comparator, I would have kept my stop right here at the low at 38 quarter, but I'm not taking that chance. Finger on the trigger, ready to exit this trade. I move my stop up to 40 quarter, 40 half. I probably get taken out.
Stop filled.
I'm out of the trade. They can very well trade higher. Well, the double distribution that needs to be proposed needs to hold. I had no appetite to hold on. Now I look very foolish, but it's okay. I got to stick to my guns. That's what's keeping me consistent. All right, folks, that is it for I guess, the first two trades of the morning. I also provided a quick and dirty morning report. I'm going to go ahead and upload this. If I take any more live trades, I'll see if I recorded or not. All right, this is Olawale Okabolo with Spartacus Trading Corporation. Also, what needs to happen? Market needs to elongate. Need to one time frame. We're currently one time framing. Value is above the overnight highs I talked about. Okay, it's just not for my trading style, but if it's your trading style, you're probably, could be onto a good trade. There's space. I just didn't like the level of confidence that the market was showing, but you know, I could be wrong. All right, folks, that is it. If there's anything to the downside, we'll start one time framing lower, which will begin to negate higher value. Well, suspend higher value. Okay. All right, 30 minutes on the video. Wow. This is Olawale Okabola, Spartacus Trading Corporation, wishing you a good day.